camera action, living in a dream. Now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
Coach, thank you. It is a beautiful night here in Southeast Texas, and the roof is open at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
We're going to sign. Check 55 tonight. And we heavy on the edge.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Darnold complete to Crowder, and he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, spinning away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down now, Benjamin. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a first down and then some. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Check 99. Check 99. He's crashing. Ready? Hey, look three.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They'll get 34 yards there. And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there. Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week. And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
we go, son. Watch it, young lady. Get some penetration here.
On second down, it's Bell. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Mike. Hey, lady. Hey, lady. Hey, dude. Hey, check 24. Watch 27.
A first down throw, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Check 52.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Check that. Check 53 is mine. Bring it. And go. 53.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Anderson on the jet sweep. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Watch the screen. Check 50. Check 50.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson trying to lay one up deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10. Darnold, he's going to fire one deep left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A screen to Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Again, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Say. Hey, pick him up. Check. First thing.
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Alert! 57's right. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Let's go. You tight.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll get 3 up to midfield.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I got one. Watch right. Hey, defense.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, Benjamin. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Watson, off play action. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. Look like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got him. Hey, lady. Switch gears.
On 1st down, Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
We take a win. Kill. Lady. Five. Here we go.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
23 yards on the tuck and run. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Check 31, check 31. Check that. Motion, check. Shift. Here we go.
Here's Bell.
Get off the field.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Motion. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. I got him, back to mine. I got him. Young lady, watch twins. Young lady.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt.